What up, witches and bitches? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jessie, and this is going to be your September 2025 reading for all of the zodiac signs. I would very much appreciate if you're not already subscribed to go ahead and subscribe. Just a heads up, I am that bitch who is very much in flow, so my posting is not by a schedule. Tis what it is. Can you tell I'm a Pisces? Anyways, my love, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and check the timestamp for your zodiac sign. Make sure to look for your sun, moon, and rising to get the most all-encompassing scope on your beautiful self for the month of September. If you'd like to check out my events, Goddess Gathering, my full moon sound baths and ceremonies, or get a more personal reading, you can find out how to do that on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com. Linked in the description of this video. And yeah, bitch, I ain't gonna take more of your time. You are a beautiful specimen. You know what you're doing. Go ahead and click the timestamp for whichever sign is yours. Love you so much. See you around, girl. What up, Aries? Let's get into your September 2025 reading. Whoa, okay. Good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Okay, September feels like a bittersweet month, babes. Just buckle up, Aries. It's definitely feeling like it's going to be maybe a rockier road than you would want. You showing up as the Two of Swords, dude, this is a month of making hard decisions. This feels like an opportunity is going to come up for you. In the good news position, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is like charity, somebody coming through, giving you the hookup. This might be a new job opportunity or just an opportunity for you to have a win at the end of the day. So it feels like with that opportunity coming up, it does kind of put you at this point of leaving behind comfort zones. How this is coming through. I'm also feeling like I need to tell you, you might hear or like overhear something. This feels like a month of surprises, meaning something coming to an end that maybe you didn't expect to come to an end. It feels kind of bittersweet, but it's super pivotal. So there might be a job opportunity coming up for you, or somebody just like you're overhearing an opportunity that could really hook you up in a way that pushes the needle in ways that maybe like wherever you've been feeling stuck in life, it feels like the breakthrough happens in September. What doesn't fully surprise me, because eclipse season, babes, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces happening in September. And so getting into eclipse season and seeing this month for you of being like, I need to make hard decisions. I can't be the fence sitter. There's an opportunity here that is worth taking the leap. It really does look like it is worth taking the leap, because what we have here is what to avoid. And to me, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like very clear. If it feels like a dead end and you're just pushing, this is like staying in a relationship that you know isn't good for you, or you know has reached its end point, staying in a job that really isn't the vibe for you. This is that month to truly stop arguing about that fact and understand that this is a chapter that is coming to a close, and it is in your benefit because it is actually creating a lot of karmic balance for you. So this might be a month of like pushing through the discomfort and allowing yourself to know that what's best for you is opening up for you in September, and things might be coming to an end that maybe you're not fully ready to let go of just yet. But girl, like, to me, this is mommy and daddy taking that binky out from your mouth, and you might be throwing a temper tantrum, but we know that through this new opportunity, girl, no more dental surgery in your future. You know what I'm saying? Good things for your future. Good things for your future. Woo! We're talking about the future, and then the past comes up. It says, I shine awareness and compassion on my past. So it's giving mourning. It's giving letting go, moving on, going into new territory. September is a pretty powerful month, one where you might have to take an independent path from the one that you thought you were going to take. Like, basically, there are some people you might not hang out with anymore. There might be some groups that you're just not a part of anymore. but it is necessary for you to like shed those things this month and really honor where you're moving forward and allow yourself to enjoy your energy, your time, the things that you fucking like without trying to fucking, you know, when you have company over and you're trying to figure out something to watch and then you sit there just fucking scrolling all the options because like you're trying to be the people pleaser. No more of that this month. You are giving your energy and your focus to yourself. You're watching whatever the fuck you want on TV, okay? So Aries, that's what I'm seeing for you this month. It feels like a really good one. This is the universe kind of ripping the band-aid off, you participating in ripping that band-aid off, because ultimately there's an aspect of you that fully understands that whatever this good news opportunity that is coming for you in September, you know that it is one that feels better for your life overall, feels better in your body overall. So that's what I'm seeing for you this month of September. Let me know how that resonates for you, and I'll see you on the next one, bitches. Bye. What up, Taurus? What up, bitch? Let's get into what September has for you. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. What's going on for Taurus in September? All right, you're showing up as a Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, good news. Oh, okay, all right. Not all hope is lost, Taurus. You, good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Okay, so listen, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that September is a month where it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. I am, however, saying that ultimately there is quite a gem that comes out of September. So don't get too pissy. Don't get too angry. Don't, you know, run people over with your horns and shit like that too quickly this month, Taurus, because it feels like there are a lot of cause for you to feel impatient, pissed off, a little angsty. If you are a spiritual person, this feels like a little disconnect from your intuitive knowing, just because there's this fog of anger, frustration, impatience between you and your higher knowing, or like the clear communication with your spirit team. So be easy with yourself this month. This might be a good time for you to pre-book time at the Rage Room, go to a kickboxing class. This might help like play GTA and just start blowing shit up and breaking cars in a video game. But ultimately this just feels like if you give yourself a healthy exit point for that frustration, then you should be able to weather the storm pretty well this month, because in the good news position, we have the Two of Cups, which tells me there's an opportunity here for you so what Spirit is telling me is this has nothing to do with romantic relationships. This has everything to do with feeling united, feeling not alone. Girl, come through, K-pop demon hunters. This is seriously that song, What It Sounds Like. We listen to the demons, we let them get between us, but none of us are out here on our own. So we were cowards, so we were liars, so we're not heroes, we're still survivors. I can't remember what that word is. But dive in the fire and I'll be right here by your side. Boom. That's the energy of the good news you're going to be experiencing in the month of September. So it is about allowing yourself to have these uniting relationships, possible contracts, possible new beginnings of relationships, of business partnerships, of friendships. It is about recognizing that you are not alone. So I fully encourage you to work through the anger this month, but ultimately getting to a place where you can have those really beautiful partnerships where you're showing up authentically so that you can truly express this frustration. Because in the what to avoid position, we have Temperance in reverse. This is talking about the impatience. So avoid really fully sinking into the bitter Betty of this month. If things are moving at a slower pace than you anticipated, if you keep hitting roadblocks or, you know, finding yourself in this slow-mo turtle energy, bitch, breathe. You are not the one driving right now. Spirit is driving. Eclipse season means exactly that. Spirit is in the driver's seat. It is fate, karma, and all of those things. And there are so many other people on the road with you that have their own navigation system going. And so ultimately there are a lot of things that are shifting at this time. And while you may have this clear plan, there are some other players in your life and some other factors in your life that are clogging up the pipes. So just honor the fact that, bitch, you are in like rush hour traffic, but you are in the car with somebody that you like and you're listening to good music. So stay in those energies. And if you need to take a moment to bitch out the drivers around you, do that. But like, remind yourself to zoom out and look at the bigger picture this month. Homebody, I enjoy the secure base I have made for myself and my loved ones. If that is not Taurus, I don't know what is. And then the reputable, I live my life as if my guardian angels are watching over me. So exactly that. You are at home with your guardian angels. You are in the car with your guardian angels. Wherever you are, allow yourself to recognize that, even if you're not quite sure what directions they're taking or why they're taking that certain direction. Allow yourself to breathe and understand that your guardian angels are right there with you wherever you are. Breathe. They know where they're going, okay? I just wanted to show you some of the art too, because this is an intuition deck. And so giving yourself a moment to kind of sit with the imagery also gives you a moment to unpack some of this beauty that Spirit is trying to pour into your life. I totally forgot to do that for Aries. And to be honest, I might forget throughout the rest of this. So Taurus, you might have just been the only lucky one. We'll see. But either way, that is what I am seeing for you the month of September. Let me know how that resonates for you, what came up for you, if you already kind of get a vibe of what this energy might be playing out for you in September. But either way, I appreciate you. I love you. And remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and honestly, even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. Bye. Gemini, what up, beach? Let's get into the month of September for you. What is going on for Gemini in September? I'm already feeling like there's a call for you to be really authentically yourself and to take a moment to redefine what that is. Gemini, you are a multidimensional, beautiful twin spirit floating in many places, thinking about a lot of things, getting curious about a lot of things. And so that shows up a lot in how you show up in the world. And so I'm already getting the vibe that September is going to be kind of a revamp for you in showing up a little bit more authentically yourself rather than in the way that you might have been showing up in a people pleaser way. And how do I think they need to see me this day? Or how should I be showing up? Even if it's not from like a negative place, like you might not be beating yourself up and masking. That might not be the case for you. It might be for some, but ultimately what it comes down to is this is a month of you, how I'm hearing it is reevaluating and taking stock of who you are presently and how you want to dress your avatar, how you want to communicate, and making those little adjustments. September is already leaning into fall season, so I can definitely see y'all popping off in a different way with your fashion. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. This is what I was talking about. You're showing up as the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, okay. The Hangman in reverse for you, and then in the good news position is the Ace of Swords. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is clear communication. This is I am redefining and trying to get a new perspective of who I am and who I'm becoming and what life holds in store for me right now. And with the Hangman in reverse, I definitely feel like this discomfort or this resistance towards it. Girl, let yourself free. Let yourself free. Because when this card is upright, it's all about enlightenment, new perspectives, and it's kind of like being in the cocoon and finally allowing yourself to get to the place of being the butterfly. When it's in reverse, it's kind of like losing yourself a little bit in the panic of being in the cocoon and I'm feeling trapped and I just want to be the caterpillar again and it's safe in there and what's happening to me. Girl, that might be something that comes up for you initially, but if you catch yourself in those thoughts, if you catch yourself in that discomfort, breathe and remind yourself, remind that inner child version of you that's freaking out, remind them, hey, we're just in the cocoon, we're evolving, we're shedding, we're making changes, and it might feel a little uncomfortable one day and feel like you're thriving the next day, but ultimately, and the good news here, the Ace of Swords is cutting through the bullshit and allowing yourself to have clear thoughts, new thoughts, speaking more clearly. It's this assertion of clear new thoughts. So that's good for what I'm seeing. Also, underlying energy speaks to that too. The Seven of Cups in reverse is having mental and emotional clarity. The fog is lifting. So Gemini, I feel like September is looking real cute on you. All right, what to avoid? The moon. Oh, girl, that's getting lost in the fog again. Don't get too lost in the sauce, baby. If you feel like wearing something one day and the next day you question it, or the next hour you fucking question it, so fucking be it. You are a evolving individual. Breathe and don't beat yourself up. I know that's easier said than done, but just know that this is what, like, the universe is giving you an opportunity to show up as this evolved or currently evolving version of yourself. Let yourself play. Life is not that fucking serious. Okay. And a surprise, Emperor in reverse. Yeah, this tells me that this is going to be an out of control month for you. This is like the cat's away so the mice may play kind of thing. So you might have a little bit more freedom this month than you were expecting, or an opportunity like a weekend or whatever, some point in September, if not for the entirety of the month. You have a lot more fluidity and a lot less control in your day-to-day life. And so it's easy to get caught up in overthinking it and picking it apart. But Spirit's really ultimately offering you an opportunity to have clarity, to clear the air and to see clearly and to make moves and decisions from that place. Okay? Now, let's pull some intuition cards for you and some affirmations for the month to wrap it up. The Loner. Yeah, baby, this is a you month. I enjoy being alone and getting in touch with my true feelings. What did I tell you? Authenticity is the name of the game this month for you, Gemini. And if being authentic means saying, bitch, I don't have all the answers, perfect. Beautiful. Rarely do we ever have all the answers anyways. So owning that fact is a freeing experience. Ooh, the Dreamer. I pay attention to what my dreams are trying to tell me. Baby, Spirit is going to be having so much fun in your life. Your Spirit is going to be having so much fun in your life of the month of September. So know that you are not the one in control, and see this as a gift. This is, you've been driving the family van. You've been going from A, B, C, D, Y, Z, all the things, running all the errands, doing all the things, and now somebody has shown up and you have a maid and a driver. Kick back, bitch, and learn how to kick back and wear the things you actually want to wear instead of what's practical. Say the things that you actually want to say instead of like what won't rock the boat. Clarity, authenticity, and allowing yourself to have dreams and aspirations and to play in that is going to be just like the magic. This feels like a powerful, beautiful, magical month for you, Gemini. Live it up. Let me know how that resonates for you. Let me know what came up for you. If you'd like to get a one-on-one reading, you can do that at JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. That's it. Remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What up, Cancer? Welcome to your September reading. Let's just jump into it and see what the month of September has in store for you. What's going on with Cancer? Wow, right at the exhale, these cards flipped and I was hearing pop off. Wow, pop off, the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Okay. What to avoid this month for Cancer? What should Cancer avoid in the month of September? I'm hearing the word hesitation, so avoid hesitating in the month of September. Wait, what? That's confusing. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. Wow, that was a little confusing one for a second, because hesitation and then this fast, quick energy comes up, but then this is about the patience and all that stuff. So yeah, we'll unpack this, but basically what to avoid in the month of September already looks like this push and pull over timing. It's a hurry up and wait kind of energy. There's going to be a lot of anxious energy that you have to work through with breath work, movement. Girl, there's a lot of anxious energy for you in the month of September, and with this showing up, it's like avoid that push and pull. So really lean into breath work, yoga, exercise, dance, moving the body, drinking water. Don't let that energy stay in your body. Breathe, drink water, all of that, okay? And what is a surprise happening for Cancer in September? A surprise for them in September. I kept hearing it was money related, but we'll see. Oh, it is money related. Page of Pentacles and the Chariot as the underlying energy. September is going to be a fast moving but also confusing month for you, so it seems. So, you know, breathe as best as you can, center and ground yourself as best as you can. The beautiful thing is your card for the month is the Lovers, so it feels like there's going to be a lot of beautiful things happening for you. If you're in a relationship, that is going to be a loving, celebratory energy. I'm giggling because my husband is a Cancer and our 10-year wedding anniversary is in September, so having the Lovers show up for him that month, I'm just like, wah, wah. Okay, but anyways, you guys showing up as the Lovers means that this is going to be a beautiful month. You're going to be looking good, feeling good. Things are in a little bit of a balance. I think that's probably why there's so much energy around this push and pull, because you have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands showing up for you. About, girl, this is like driving a race car and somebody's telling you to keep it in the residential. This is a little bit of a tricky month, because in that same analogy, it's like you are driving this fucking beautiful, like we'll say it's a race car, it's a muscle car, whatever the fuck, like it's shiny, it's sparkly, you're feeling yourself, it feels good, but you can't take it on the freeway. You can't take it onto open land just yet. You got to just kind of learn the terrain, learn how the ignition, girl, I was about to say learn how the ignition works. We all know how an ignition works, okay? But basically this is just Spirit saying this is a month where yes, you are aligning with your highest self. You're looking good. You're feeling good. Trust. I know you want to pop off. I know you want to do the damn thing. It's all happening. But this is saying, whoa, whoa now. Pull back, my love. There's going to be opportunities for you to have the money looking a certain type of way. Like you're entering into the arena where you can eventually go and drive on that open land and take advantage of driving this beautiful car, you know what I'm saying? But the month of September really feels like you got the keys. Read the instruction manual and enjoy the fact that the keys are in your fucking hands, okay? You don't want to be one of those assholes that gets a brand new car and crashes it the next day. Yeah, you're going to be getting good news this month too, because in the good news position, it's Page of Cups, and so that's like a new conversation opening up, the ability to have more flow in your life, but it is like the initiating energy, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. And this is speaking about balance between your internal and external world. So things are really going to start to move for you. Some of you might literally be moving or getting the opportunity to move. But either way, there's that forward momentum that's happening for you in the month of September. Congratulations, Cancer, because this feels like you guys have been waiting to get these keys for a long time, and the doors are opening now. Wow, love that. The Worrier. I can handle whatever life brings to me. Girl, it's talking about this, the anxiety of this month. Don't fall for it. The Farmer. I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. Honey buns. September is going to be a month where you are, how I'm hearing it is you're finally able to be selective. You are finally able to enjoy yourself and tap into that life that you've been wanting, whether that includes like a career change or just wanting more ease and flow in your life. September feels like it aligns you in that way, in a way that feels tangible. Might be showing up in your money, in your health, but either way, it feels like a moment happens in September where it's solidified and you're like, okay, this is what we're working with. However, I need to have patience. I need to learn patience. I need to let myself figure out how not to lose myself in the worrying and allow myself to be more in the concept of like, okay, I planted these seeds and I was really stressed because I wasn't seeing them break through the dirt, but now I see them breaking through the dirt and I'm fucking itching, bitch. Like I am so itchy to see that plant bear fruit. And this is saying, girl, it will bear fruit. And you are seeing the first like sprouts of that happening. So don't stress on it too much. If you feel the stress come up, like I said, move that body. Drink that water. You have got this month, Cancer. I am so happy to report a beautiful month for you. Let me know how that resonates for you. If you'd like to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can find out how to do that at JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. And until next time, remember, if they ain't paying you bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What up, Leo? Welcome to your September reading. Let's see what the month of September has in store for you, girl. Leo, I gotta say the vibe that's coming through is that you are the one in charge. This is about remembering you are in the driver's seat here. Even though September brings in eclipse season, which typically means that spirit is in the driver's seat, and to some degree they are, it feels like the overall message for you this month is remember who you are, Simba. There's gonna be some people trying you this month and you don't need to take the bait. You just need to remember that you are the adult in the situation ultimately, okay? Okay. Now, let's pull some cards. All right, what is Leo showing up like in the month of September? Oop. And oop. Okay. Remember when I said don't take the bait? Remember that you are the adult in this situation? I stand by what I said, because what I'm seeing is that somebody potentially might be taking you for a fool this month. They might be trying to take advantage of a certain situation, maybe run their mouth about you, whatever the case is. What I'm getting here is don't look back. Don't spend your time sulking in what that relationship used to be or what you expected of it or how you're emotionally hurt or how it triggered you. Baby, there will come a day where you can really sit and unpack that. Today is not that day. September is not that month. September is the month to remember who the fuck you are and remember that you are above this shit, that you don't need to defend yourself. You are showing up as the Two of Cups, which tells me that the relationships in your life, the people that you love and that love you and that matter in your fucking life, they're solid. You're solid. You're styling, profiling. There's some rogue, shitty energy floating around for you in September. And what this is saying is do not take the bait, because they will fall on their own sword. 7 of Wands in reverse in the good news position tells me that you don't really need to defend yourself. The good news is you don't need to say a fucking thing, which is beautiful. You don't need to do a thing. Simply who you are in the position that you are, the way that people know you, it speaks for itself. Going into the what to avoid position, this is the 5 of Cups. This is crying over spilled milk. This is what I was saying, getting stuck in the feelings of, oh, but I thought we were homies, or I didn't expect this, or, you know, whatever the case is. Don't get stuck in this crying over what is, what could have been, what worked, yada, 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 because ultimately, that 2 of Cups is the opportunity here, is the winning point, is the relationships that you have, the friendships that you have. That is where your attention needs to be directed so that you can really thrive. Okay, and now the surprise is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, which kind of just tells me that a problem that you were having resolves itself. So girl, you don't really need to do too much externally in the month of September. It's more so like working with that part of you that feels some type of way, or, you know, feels some type of way about what so-and-so might have done or said. And also that part of you that's scared that they may be right, or that people are going to believe them, or, you know, whatever that concern or worry may be. That is your shadow work this month. So it's a not necessarily a double-edged sword here, but there are two sides to the same coin, meaning that that one experience is going to be what allows this light to be brought to the darkness, for this healing to happen within your relationships, okay? So it might be a little bit bittersweet, but ultimately it ends up being more sweet than bitter. The intuitive. I am tuned into the energy of those I care about. Yeah, baby girl, I said what I said. The people that love you and that you love and that are important to you, you are connected with. They know who you are. They see your heart, and they're not going to drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak, okay? The past. I shine awareness and compassion on my past. So again, shining that light on the past and healing it with love and compassion. So this month is going to be a bit of a heavy one, maybe a bit of a shocker, maybe not so much since I kind of gave you a heads up, but ultimately you don't really need to do much to defend yourself. Your character speaks for itself. You're a good person, and the people that love you know that. So don't lose yourself too much in the fuckery. Breathe through it, and you fucking got this. All right, girl? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you and your energy, Leo. And if you'd like to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that at JessieRetroReadings.com. It's linked in the description of this video. Until next time, remember, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. Virgos, what's up, Virgos? Welcome to your September reading. Happy Virgo season, bitches. My goodness, y'all are getting 2 Virgo new moons. Spoiled. Spoiled. Anyways, maybe not. That might be a lot of energy headed your way, and you've been dabbling with, and it's been messing with you. Who fucking knows? Let's see. Already I'm hearing let yourself be cringe. Any other time you might come off as like a control freak or whatever. Lovingly, I refer to you guys as the clipboard of the zodiac. You guys are there with a plan, with a structure, with an idea, and you know how to like get shit done. So with that said, there's this aspect, or the shadow aspect of Virgo, that tends to go into the anxious, over controlling aspect of it. And with it being Virgo season, September is really calling you already to lean into the cringe, that people are going to be looking at you and going to be like referring to your leadership and your guidance ultimately. And so this is your invitation to fully show up in your full form, you know, your fully realized Pokemon form is how it's coming through, even though I know literally nothing about Pokemon. So that might be something for you. But basically, this is your opportunity to be a leader, not in the way where there's pressure in the rigidity of how you show up as a leader based off of previous definitions. It is, who are you and what does it look like when you are the leader? Now show up as that, okay? Because to me, it's giving playful, cringe, goofy, but accomplishes the goal at hand or the task at hand. So how is Virgo showing up in September? Good news for Virgo. How are they showing up? Okay, so it's you, good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Y'all, yeah. I said what I said. Underlying energy here, being the high priestess, tells me that at the end of the day, trust your intuition, and your intuition is going to lead you to your most authentic self, okay? Because how I'm seeing you show up and the energies around you for the month of September, girl, as your friend, I'm not a fan. So just, you know, heads up, you're showing up as an Ace of Wands in reverse, which is kind of like old energy, not really having, it's like you really want to do something new, but you're so energetically tapped that you can't really light the fire. The fire is like, the wood is damp, the matches aren't working. So to me, this is kind of like you wanting to break out of the fog, you wanting new direction, new ideas, new inspiration, but feeling dampened. The good news, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Girl, this is what I was talking about before, where it's like people are looking to you. It's your birthday season. They are looking at you and being like, okay, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And so the good news is you don't really have to put much energy or invest any time, energy, whatever, money into anything this month unless you choose to. What to avoid, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is making snap judgments. This is you being agitated and just being like, fuck it, yeah, sure, we'll do that thing. I don't even care. Let's just try that, whatever. Crabby energy. And surprise, the Five of Swords. This is like bickering. I feel like there's going to be an argument that you get into this month where you really just check yourself and you're like, hey girl, this is a turning point. We are coming into a brand new year around this fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? One more time around the sun. And it happens for so many of us where we're coming up to a birthday and it just feels like there's pressure, there's anxiety, there's all of these fucking bullshit pressures that we put on ourselves. And also part of that comes with the idea of like, new year, new me. What do I want? And what am I doing this past year? And how do I want to change that? And you're there with your clipboard going over all the details, and Spirit is being like, bitch, you are going to have a moment where you realize that it's just not fucking worth it. Choose your fucking battles. Allow yourself to have more fun. Know that not everything has to be within your control. In fact, like, you can just simply say, I want to do literally nothing today. Like, the way that they're showing it to me is being a mom and your kids and your family are like, okay, mom, what do you want to do for your birthday? And old you would have forced yourself into, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? I don't know, I don't have anything special. And then they're like, okay, well, we can take you out to dinner here and we can do this thing. And you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, that's old you. The universe is giving you an opportunity to do it differently, where it's like, hey mom, what do you want to do for your birthday? And your response this time is, I want to be left the fuck alone. I want to have a spa day. I want you guys to go and stay with grandma for a night. Let yourself say the thing that you really want to say, even though it might ruffle some feathers, bitch, or it might feel cringe to say, I want to go to Disneyland, or whatever the fuck. Like, you are the one making the rules this month. You don't need to keep rinse and repeating. Tap into your intuition, get a little bit weird, say the funky thing. The world is your oyster this month, baby girl. Act like it, instead of like feeling all of the pressure of the quote unquote responsibilities of it. Know that you are the one in charge. Not someone who's in charge needs to fit A, B, and C roles and come through and say A, B, and C thing perfectly. It's no, bitch. You, whatever your fucking name is, you are the one in charge, okay? And when you are in charge, what does that leadership look like? What does that guidance feel like? The Seeker, I seek new friends and experiences to expand my awareness. So yeah, this is about newness, baby, getting out of that repetition. The Truthful, I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. Period. You set the tone. You set the tone. Set everybody free by setting yourself free, by saying what you actually want to say, doing the thing you actually want to do. It's your birthday month, bitch. You can do it. Period. Or it might not be your birthday month, but it's definitely Virgo season. So I said what I said. All right, my loves, that is what I am seeing for you, Virgo. Let me know how that resonated for you, what came up for you during this reading. If you'd like to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that at JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. And until next time, remember, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What up, Libra? Welcome to your September reading. Let's get into it and see what's in store for you in the month of September. What's going on for Libra? I'm hearing the word unity. and letting go. Unity and letting go. It feels like the more that you surrender, the more things will naturally fall into place. Oof. So this is you, good news, what to avoid, and surprises. Underlying energy here is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Baby, I stand by what I was channeling because it feels like you needed to hear that in September. Let go, release, stop trying to balance the scales because the universe is doing it all on their own. This is not the month to be the people pleaser. This is not the month to fight somebody else's battle. This is the month to fully surrender into, all right, universe, all right, God, source, creator, you know more than me. And let me surrender to that fact so that I'm not losing my fucking mind trying to problem solve for everyone around me and then myself. We are entering, or we are, once September hits, in eclipse season, and you showing up as the 8 of Cups, which is the only card that depicts the eclipse energy. This is a card of walking away, stepping away from something you're emotionally connected to, and going into the unknown. So when it's in reverse, that tells me you're resistant to this change this month, that there are some relationships you might be needing to walk away from, or just a natural, how this is feeling is like a friend moving away, or you're the one moving away. Either way, there's this natural call to move beyond what once was, and there's this resistance and this sadness over it. The good news is, like, while you're in that place of contemplation and kind of dealing with the what is, what could be, all the things that you're sitting here looking at, there's a gift spirit has for you. There is something that is going to be all right, sorry about that. The camera battery just died. But what I was saying is there is something that's going to be offered to you. There's some line of communication. Somebody's going to tell you something eventually. It might happen closer to the end of this month, but know that there is an upside to all of this once you surrender. Like I was saying before, it feels like the puzzle pieces are falling into place. What to avoid this month is disconnecting from your community. Don't disconnect from your loved ones. Don't disconnect at, you know, work, wherever you have connection with people, wherever, even if it is coworkers and you're just kind of in a bit of a dialogue with them, whoever is your support, do not abandon the support right now. Do not isolate yourself. Do not try to go into hermit mode. This is a month where you are saying, I'm walking away from one direction and I'm allowing myself to open up new pathways and to take my time in that, to not be a problem solver for everyone. Like, to me, this feels like the people in your life that you've been problem solving for, take a step back from those relationships and then lean heavy into the relationships that are equal energy exchange, where you get to share your shit, they get to share theirs. It's a healthy environment where nobody's trying to be the fix for anyone else. Nobody's trying to be the resolve and to carry the load emotionally for the other. This is a month where a lot of emotional growth happens for you, where you're not putting in the energy into places that it doesn't need to be. So I see September as a really beautiful month for you to recalibrate so that you're not wasting so much energy into people, places, things that aren't giving you any return on your investment. Okay? So September might feel a little uncomfortable for you, Libra, wanting things to be a certain way. You're connected to those karmic scales, and now being into eclipse season, that means that you showing up as the karmic scales naturally, you're always trying to keep everything fair, keep everything balanced. And now that that is taken out of your hands, that spirit's in control and we're in eclipse season and they're the ones talking about karmic justice and they're the ones driving that car, it's a little uncomfortable for you to be the passenger now, but you're in good hands. Whatever is shifting, let it the fuck go, surrender, and you will have a peaceful month. All right? What else for Libra? Yeah, the truthful. I speak my truth and expect everyone I care about to do so too. So again, in that dynamic where you are saying, I don't have the energy, the spoons, the time, the whatever to make myself available to this person and their problems or to solve their problems. Like, you need to be real with yourself, communicate that to those around you, and then it will be reflected back. You get it? That means that you will have honest, truthful, healthy relationships in your life so that you won't have to do all of that heavy lifting of being the representative for the fair and the just. That's already going to be the foundation that exists within your relationships once you allow this month to create that recalibration that's necessary. The inspiration, I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. September is going to be a really cool month where you get to walk the walk and no longer talk the talk. You don't have to convince anybody of how to move in their lives or how to address a certain problem. This is the month where you get to address your own problem and allow that to be what inspires the rest of the people in your life to follow suit. Being truthful, communicating truthfully, having equal energy exchange within relationships, all of that good stuff. So it might feel uncomfortable at first, but love, September is going to be a good one for you if you simply learn to surrender and let the chips fall where they may and the pieces fall into place. Spirit's got you this month. Eclipse season is a wild ride, but it is fate driving the car, and you are not about to pull that steering wheel out of her hands, okay? All right. Love you so much, Libra. If you would like to get a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that at JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. And until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What up, Scorpios? Welcome to your September reading. Let's just jump into it. I was already kind of catching a vibe, but let's just see if the cards confirm it. The vibe I was getting was reflecting on the past versions of you that took risks and were a little bit more spicy and all of those things, and start to honor that version of her or that version of them in your present and future self. So let's see how that's showing up, or if it shows up at all. Let's see. How is Scorpio showing up in September? What's going on for them? And there she is, the star. This is the main character. This is being able to pick your head up after a long fucking battle, some difficult energies. This summer might have been a heavy fucking summer. I mean, this whole year up until now might have been a very heavy year for you. But September is really offering you this opportunity to be fully realized, to show up and embody who the fuck you are on all levels, being that main character, being spicy, being seen, saying the things. I'm also feeling called to encourage you not to pour your energy into bullshit, okay? Really don't do that. We have her pouring water into green grass, signifying, again, like, don't pour your energy into things that don't need it, especially when you have all these blessings above you. So this is a month really where you're able to pick your head up and look up at the sky, look up at the stars, start dreaming again, start getting inspired, start tapping into those energies. And oh my God, how perfect, because underlying energy here is the Six of Cups, and that's about nostalgia and the past, childhood. So very much what I was tapping into before, where it was talking about reflecting on those past versions of yourself and honoring them today and tomorrow. Being that bad bitch, all right? Teenage you might have been messy, but she was a badass, and there are parts of her that still exist in you that want to continue, okay? Now, let's see, some good news for you. Ooh, you're going to be doing things that are out of your comfort zone, but it's benefiting you. Do things that are out of your comfort zone in the month of September. If you get an opportunity to go to a concert, to go out in nature, to teach a thing, whatever it is, you're going to want to say yes. What to avoid? Oof! Financial ruin and surprises, the Empress in reverse. Girl, this is a month where you're going to get inspired, and it feels like it's going to naturally affect your bank account in a positive way. It feels like there's a part of you that maybe takes that into consideration a little too heavily. With the Five of Pentacles, this tells me that you might be in a place where you're like preparing yourself financially for the winter. Maybe it's a little stressful. You're not really taking care of your physical body. Things are just feeling a little bit more stuck. But the Five of Pentacles means that you are at this tipping point where September offers you this opportunity to shift out of that place, shift out of that lack, and go into a place that feels more inspired, that feels more like an awakening, how I'm hearing it. The Surprise, the Empress in reverse, I want to clarify that one a little bit more. What's the surprise here with the Empress in reverse? What are we talking about? King of Cups. I don't know. This is having like, to me, how this is coming through is like plot twist. Your mom has actually been doing the emotional labor in order for her to have some more emotional intelligence and be able to handle things better. This could ultimately be you reparenting yourself too. I think there's going to be a part of you that surprises yourself in handling certain situations where you're out of your comfort zone, because it's very much September feels for you, Scorpio, of a month of really nurturing yourself, of showing up as the mother that you needed when you were that rebellious, crazy, inspired nut. You know what I'm saying? This is a month where you can really tap into the emotional intelligence that you've gained to this point and apply that now. It's like, how do I make this make sense? It's like adult you is having a conversation with teenage you, and you're finally on the same page, and you're like, hey bitch, I love the spikes, love the fishnets, love the teal hair. You're really popping off, girl. How's about you don't stay doing those things only in your room? How's about you don't spend time with those shitty people? Let's really bring you over into this environment so you can flourish. Let's really allow yourself to express in this way so you can shine, you know? Instead of keeping those colors dimmed in this environment, let's really pop off here. So it feels like the surprise is you really showing up in such a nurturing way. When you're in those places where you're out of your comfort zone, there's that dialogue internally that says, bitch, you got this. And not only do you got this, but you look sexy as fuck too. So get it, do it, pop off. September feels like a fun month for you, Scorpio. I like it. The Communicator. I remember that my words can have multiple meanings. Yeah, being intentional with your words too. I think there's going to come points in this month of September, because again, you know, younger you is in the chat here. So that means there's going to be some thoughts that come up that maybe aren't so supportive. Ugh, I feel fat in this, or I wonder what everybody else is thinking, and how should I have said that, and all of those things might be coming up for you. But it's about you remembering that the words you use are powerful. So if you catch yourself having those thoughts, allow yourself to take a moment to be like, no, you look fucking beautiful. And I know that your past experience was being surrounded by people who couldn't appreciate that. But girl, things have changed, and you're a baddie, and you look sexy as fuck, and that has never changed. However, the environment has now changed. Internally, we have changed. Now let's fucking go. Like, it's being intentional with your words this month is going to be a magical key for you. And then the Fighters. I fight my resistance to accepting the dualities of life. So the part of you that's resistant to this, the part of you that just wants to stay home, the part of you that wants to stay in that comfort zone and nobody look at me and da-da-da-da, whatever. That part of you, let it the fuck go and embrace the duality and the spice of life. This is a fun month, my love. This is a month where you are open to opportunities that allow you to fully shine, and all versions of you to really be embodied all together and shine all at once. Fully take advantage of whatever opportunity comes up for you. Let me know how this resonates for you. If anything came up for you during this reading, share in the comments. I love you so much, Scorpio. And if you'd like to get a one-on-one reading, you can do that at JessieRetroReadings.com. Link in the description. And until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your September reading. Let's see What's in store for you in the month of September, Sagittarius? They're already showing me, I'm hearing the word whirlwind, and they're showing me just like open air space, like almost like twirling in the forest. It's giving Stevie Nicks Twirling in the Forest, which I love. I love that for you, Sag. So let's see what's going on for you. Good news. Whoa, whoa. My goodness, Sag, y'all, this is what they were showing me before, twirling in the forest. That is your self-care, and you're going to need it. September is bringing forth to you some things that need to be worked on, some mental health issues or some like shadow work, things that need to be brought to the surface, some stressors, some anxiety that need to finally get worked through, allowing yourself to express them, to move through them. Because I see you trying to avoid that this month. I see you trying to disregard the parts of yourself that are trying to sound alarms to you. You're like, nah, it's not a big deal. I don't need to stress on it too much. Just kind of sweep that one under the rug. Nah, girl, Sagittarius, y'all need to spend September moving that energy, moving through that energy, working through that energy. In the good news position, to have the 9 of Swords in the good news position tells me that, again, this is going to be beneficial for you to release those anxieties, to speak on that stress, to address it head on, to not get stuck in it. Because in the avoidant position, it's the 10 of Swords in reverse, and that's about being stuck in that mental state of like kicking a dead horse. So it is not about complaining for the sake of complaining. It is expressing how you have been feeling, what's been on your mind, your concerns, and airing that shit out. Did you just see that? I don't know if you saw that. The lights flash for a second. Crazy. Confirmation. Don't get stuck in that shit. It is about airing it out so that you can get to the other side of it. Underlying energy here, 6 of Pentacles, baby girl. There's an opportunity for, like, this is telling me that there might be a job offer for you. This could be potentially just like a one-time thing or a short-term, maybe even seasonal work. But ultimately, it feels like whatever it is that you need in order to feel whole and balanced is going to come into the chat at some point, but it needs to happen when you express, here's how I need the help, universe. Here's how I need to feel supported. I'm feeling stressed because my bills are more than my income. And if you allow yourself to maybe even just talk some shit out with your best friend, or just journal it out, or cry out loud, and whatever, it's about getting it out of your body. I suggest doing journaling or doing like voice notes on your phone and like recording yourself, because it's always a beautiful opportunity to be able to look back and reflect on those and be like, damn bitch, you did that, you survived that day, you worked through that thing, now look at where you are. It's a beautiful way to be able to support yourself through that, because September feels like the month where you need to express, universe, I'm stressing on this bullshit, friend, I've been dealing with some shit, and the universe, AKA those friends, that support system, will come in and be like, okay, here's how I can support you in that. Or I just heard of a job opportunity that's happening over here. If you, like, closed mouths don't get fed. Point blank period. Do not be a closed mouth in the month of September. And if you're feeling stressed and you need to work through that stress before you have those conversations, then girl, go out into the forest and start doing a Stevie Nicks twirling around. Ground and release, okay? Period. The desirable. I accept my desires as a pure expression of my essential self. So if you struggle with saying like, I need help in A, B, and C way, I need support in A, B, and C way, if you struggle, that is exactly why this is being presented to you, because it is about no longer avoiding it and working through it so you can get to those places where you want to go in life. This is what needs to be cleared and addressed so that you can have the things that you want, live in the way that you want, have the people in your life that you want. The inspiration, I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. Girl, September is going to be a trying month, but it is for your highest good. Do not suppress, do not avoid, allow yourself to express. All right, we're back. Sorry if things have shifted. The memory card got full. But basically, y'all get the gist. This is a month about expressing yourself, moving the energy through your body. Do not avoid the feelings that come up or the thoughts that come up, because if you keep burying them, then they are rooted. And we don't want those thoughts to be rooted. We want to rip them bitches out of the dirt before they start growing. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you the month of September. Let me know what came up for you, how that resonated for you. Let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to get more personal one-on-one reading, you could do that on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com. And until next time, remember, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. Bye. Capricorn, what up, ho? Welcome to your September reading. Let's see what is in store for your beautiful self in the month of September. I kept feeling, I was hearing the phrase, you guys carry the biggest load. And girl, I'm sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. Let's see if September is a little bit, if it lessens your load. Okay, cool. It's looking like it is. Now, what's the good news for Capricorn? Oof. Okay, what to avoid and surprise. You're gonna have to speak on some shit in September, baby. That's okay. That just means that where you've been mumbling in life, where you've been kind of showing up as a watered down version of yourself, where you've been like tiptoeing around others, September is a month where you clear your throat and you speak on some shit. It feels like with all of these cards showing up in reverse, like this has been a long time coming, basically. This has been a long time coming. There are going to be some arguments in the month of September that are going to cause you to want to pop off and like take off the earrings and start throwing sometimes. But this right here is saying rise the fuck above. This is giving the kids are fighting and mom steps into the room and is like, enough. You are the mom coming into the room and saying very clearly, enough. I'm not fighting with you guys anymore. I'm not taking the bait. This is not how this is gonna go for me. This is where I'm headed and the things that I love. And if you can't hear that, respect that, support me, that's all good. I'm not gonna try and win you or your favor anymore. It reminds me of Queen Herbie. Yeah, it's the song Lavish. I don't people please. I don't need you to like me, bitch. I'ma keep it real. If you can't honor what I feel, I'll be on my way. Listen, bitch, have a nice day. I stopped hiding my greatness, deprogramming that lame shit. My joy doesn't depend on your approval. Bitch, I'm famous. That song is your song for sure for the month of September. My joy doesn't depend on your approval. Bitch, I'm famous. Yup. I'm moving beyond that fuck shit. I'm going into a place where I am no longer in that chaotic water. I'm going to calm shores. I'm seeking refuge. My mental health is more important than this shit. Bitch, I said what I said. Enough. I'm no longer gentle parenting anymore. I'm coming in and saying, this is who I am. And I lost sight of that because I was dealing with your shit. And I'm choosing no longer to deal with your shit. So September is going to be a month where it probably starts off optimistic and then people start bickering and then you start getting in the middle or hearing about the fights or, you know, whatever the issue may be that's causing tension in your life. The 10 of Cups in reverse as the good news is telling me that, like, while your blood family might be the cause of the frustration this month, your chosen family, your soul tribe, is really what's going to shine through for you. So not all hope is lost in that arena. And I think that also is what is going to make you feel so supported when you speak your truth, when you stand on business and you say, I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm not stressing on that shit. I'm not going to keep focusing on the lack of support or the lack of finances or the lack of resources. I'm not focusing on that shit anymore. And I'm going to say, come hell or high water, this is what I'm doing. Enough of your shit. Period. Damn, Capricorn. The forgiver. I forgive myself and others with compassion for our human frailties. And this is so perfect. I'm so glad that Spirit brought this one out, because this is basically saying I'm also not going to hold on to the bitterness. I'm going to love myself and give compassion to others and myself, to know that we are having a human experience, that we are all a bit messy, but ultimately I don't need to hold on to that shit anymore. I can simply come to the conclusion that I'm not with this. This is not for me, and I don't have to hold on to any negativity around that. I can simply let it go and let it be what it is, and let them go sit at the kids' table and they can do their thing, and I'm gonna go sit over here. I want them to eat, just not at my table. Lustful, I embrace my individuality and sexuality as sacred gifts. So for some of you, you may have the conflict around your sexuality, maybe family members that don't accept you and your sexual expression of self and who you are and who you love and all of those things. But ultimately, girl, it's a sacred gift. Express yourself, and your soul tribe will be there. They're persistent. I hold fast to my goals and ideas as I persevere. Period. That's the affirmation for the month for you, Capricorn. For real, for real. Reputable. I live my life as if my guardian angels are watching over me, and they are. They are very much so. Capricorn, September is looking like a big month where you put on your big girl panties and you stand there and you assert yourself and you break yourself free. And I'm proud of you. I really am, because this is not an easy energy to deal with, but it feels like you are the one that's capable of handling that task. So go you, bitch. I'm proud of you. If you would like to get a more personal one-on-one reading, you can do that on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. And until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. What is up, Aquarius? Dude, I am filming this, I think like 3 days after those previous readings. Whoa, moving things. So anyways, I'm feeling footloose and fancy free, Aquarius. So let's see what September has in store for you. What's going on for Aquarius? How are they showing up in September? Dude, this is giving like, let your gut out. Like unbutton your pants, let your gut out, be your authentic, relaxed self this month. Let's see if the cards are aligning with that. Girl, what did I say? The Star, damn, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. You are showing up as a star for September. You are the main character. You are center stage, my love. People are looking at you with admiration, with little twinkly stars in their eyes. Baby, you're looking good. You're feeling good. I'm hearing, ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. So with that energy, I just gotta say, any bump in the road, remind yourself it is just that, a bump in the road. This is you, the Star. Good news. Okay. What to avoid, and surprise. I'm glad that I said what I said, and the energy that I was tapping into is very much this. Spirit is saying, girl, relax. This month is gonna require a lot less physical effort than you might believe. This is a work smarter, not harder kind of month. And that's why Spirit is being so clear by saying Like, let your gut out, bitch. Relax, take up space, let yourself kind of get a clearer picture on the terrain. Be responsive, not reactive. Responding requires contemplation, intention, applied wisdom. There's no rush in a response, because it's calculated. You know, you're weighing the options, you're responding to the situation at hand. But when you are reactive, that means you're activated, that means you're triggered, that means that you are not allowing yourself to take that wise approach. So this month, Spirit is saying, in order for you to work smarter rather than harder, it requires you to learn how to relax, to trust that you can lean into your own timing of things rather than feeling like the to-do list is a has to happen now kind of thing. There's going to be a lot of cause for celebration is how this feels. So there's no need to like push yourself beyond. Okay? This is a good month for you. The good news, Hangman in reverse, that means that, again, that's just that new perspective. Allow me to be less resistant. Allow me to stop arguing with myself. Allow me to stop believing in that old story that says you have things to do and you have to do it now. And it has to happen right now in a certain kind of way. Why are you sitting on your ass, you lazy piece of shit? Like that. I'm also hearing you're not wrong. Spirit is definitely calling you in a certain direction. But now that we're in eclipse season, honey, like, you're in the fast track and Spirit's driving. Kick back, relax, chill with your homies. Trust the process. Allow the process. Feel like I need to meditate more. Your energy feels super meditative, and it's very possible because one of my homies, one of my very close homies, is an Aquarius, and she is just a straight up goddess. So I'm already automatically thinking of her and like tuning into her frequency. And that bitch has morning meditations. Her and Spirit are like this. The warrior, exactly. Oh, the mentor, exactly, this is her. By the way, she just started her YouTube channel in August, and so I'm gonna link her down below. Her name is Inspire, and it's for a fucking reason. Anyways, oh, and again, fellow Aquarius, so like y'all will vibe for sure, for sure. You got the warrior. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get what I want. Yes. And the mentor, I respect and learn from the wisdom of my elders. Remember, applied wisdom. So September for you, Aquarius, might give you cause to be reactive, but apply your higher knowing, bitch. Do not falter into being reactive. Allow yourself to be responsive. And in the meantime, hang out with the homies, let your gut out, relax, and know that all of your good karma is what created the foundation for that road that you're on right now. A lot of forward momentum and beautiful energy that you guys have this month. Cheers to you, Aquarius. So that's what I'm seeing for you in the month of September. Let me know what came through for you and how that was resonating for you. If you'd like to get a more personal reading, you can hit me up on JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description of this video. And remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later. Pisces, what is up, my dude? It's been too long. I am a Pisces if you did not know or you couldn't catch the vibe. And so I've been really looking forward into diving into our energy and what's September gonna look like for us and all of that. And even more so excited to get into it because not only are we the last sign in the zodiac, so every time we watch one of these fucking monthly readings, we always have to go to the last end of the video because they save the best for last, as we well know. But no, literally it's been 3 days since I filmed the other 10 previous zodiac signs. So This has been a long time coming, bitch. I want to tap into your energy and see what she feels like. Ay, geez. And another, oh man, please don't let this be a sign of what's to come. I'm wise enough to know that that's probably what this means. Oi. I have to change the battery. We'll be right back. My love, you have waited so long. Let's see what September has in store for us. Okay, what are we looking like in September, Spirit? I keep hearing the word expansion. I'm now hearing, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Ooh, okay. Is that what all the delays were about? Oy, no. All right. What do we got for good news? Oh, okay. Okay, Emperor. That's fucking phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, what to avoid in September? And surprises. Oy, that's how I feel this. Oh my God. This honestly felt like it wanted to stay sideways. So I'm gonna keep it that way. Okay. It's a bit of a bumpy one, but ultimately it's I'll put it this way. Oh my God, I was getting so many different downloads and I was like, okay, which one do I pick? How do I communicate this? And they started playing in my head. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So that's the energy of September for us, is like, oh, damn it, we got to get down to business. Because Pisces, babes, we are so flowy and just want to chill and go with the flow. But September is giving this energy of like aliveness, needing to show up, needing to put in that structure. And with us over here, we're showing up as the Four of Cups. That's apathy, babes. We are out here looking at what was, what could be, how do we restructure this. The cool news is that Spirit is over here trying to hand us the win, the emotional offering. So there's definitely something that's gonna come through. I feel like intuitively we're going to start feeling it before it physically shows up in our bodies or in our real lives. But there's this structure that's been needing to take place. Good news is the Emperor, and the Emperor is that Sagittarian energy. It's Saturn, which I'm pretty sure that I might be mistaken. Y'all might want to go check me, but I'm pretty sure that Saturn retrogrades into Pisces again. So this makes a lot of sense that the Emperor would show up in the good news, because babes, I don't know about y'all, but this Pisces has experienced Saturn in a way where I have really stepped my pussy up. All right, we have stepped our game up in life, in business, how I'm showing up in my personal life and also my professional life. And I've just been recalibrating and integrating and stuff. But in doing those things, the part that I've been integrating is, holy shit, I really am capable of this. And oh my God, what opportunities are available to me now? And what new perspectives can I have, and what old stories do I need to shed so that I can stop playing small, stop bullshitting myself into buying into the fears of the limitations and the lack. And it feels like this is September bringing that up again, saying, hey, remember how capable you are? Getting out of your fucking cave and allowing yourself to see what you're fully capable of doing, and to show up in a fully realized badass version of yourself out there in the 3D world, not just like in your cave. You know you're a badass, and you've seen that other people know that you're a badass too. So like, get her done. September is calling at you. In the what to avoid this month, interestingly enough, is the Queen of Pentacles sideways. They felt like it wasn't like a full commitment to this or this. So it's kind of an in-between energy, which tells me that September is a bit of a transitional one. And this just echoes that, meaning that you don't have to, like, the presentation isn't due tomorrow kind of shit. It's not that energy. It's not like the bill is due tomorrow. It is more of an energy of, we know when the bill is coming. Let's not procrastinate. Don't procrastinate because you're telling yourself, not today, not today. I don't want to do it. That's too much work. Because then you are just creating this internal war that says, oh God, that's a lot of work. That's so much pressure. I don't want to get to it right now. Ugh, I don't want to. This is the time to really remember who the fuck you are, what you're capable of, the ability you have to just put that first foot forward. It was 7:07 on the timer, right as I said that. So you have divine assistance too. All of that intuitive, like spirit talking to you, your spirit talking to you. Now you can stop listening and start delegating. You could say, hey, all of those voices in my head, this is what we need to put to task. All of those people that I tell myself I can't reach out to, we need to just reach out to them. And when we reach out to them, then we start seeing the momentum. Holy shit, we're doing this. All right, we're back in it. Okay, but no rush. Don't need to put that pressure on ourselves because a surprise here. Wow, what a fucking epic surprise. Wheel of Fortune. Holy shit. There's going to be an incredible new beginning for you in September. Oh my God. Let's unpack a little bit more. This is a collective reading, so it's hard to fully pinpoint on the specifics of it because the Wheel of Fortune in particular represents so much. It's about fortune, the wheel of life, endings and new beginnings, new chapters, new experiences. Overall, it's a really beautiful, beautiful, amazing fucking energy. And to have that in the surprise position for September, oh my goodness. Okay, girl, that's cute. Can you tell us a little bit more, Spirit? Oh, shit. Victory, babes. The Six of Wands. Oh, fuck. So the Six of Wands, the song that comes up for me every time that I see this card is from A Knight's Tale when he's coming back to his hometown and the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. It's like, you're coming back home to yourself, you're being seen again, you're in that arena again, and there's these parts of you that might feel scared to go to those places again because, oh God, it's my hometown, it feels, they know too much, all right? I don't want these people to see me. But this is that opportunity for you to actually show up in that place. No more fear. Yes, the Hangman as the underlying energy here. That's new perspectives, man. This is not needing to be perfect. It's going to be uncomfortable, but soon the blood will rush to your head and it'll be settled. And then you can see things from a new horizon point. Okay? So while September is giving this vibe of getting back into the swing of things and that feeling kind of scary because the underlying energy here, 9 of Cups in reverse, like I'm just going to give you my own personal story because I can already feel how this is aligning for me. I haven't held any collective gatherings since I did Goddess Gathering back in January. Up until then, I was doing monthly moon ceremonies. Sometimes mostly I was doing the full moon ceremonies, and at some point I started integrating the new moon ceremonies. And when I was in that pattern of like doing so many events and being so out there in public and being so present, having weekly pop-ups, monthly ceremonies, and then doing that huge thing with Goddess Gathering and then doing high tea, I've just been in this place now where I'm prepping to do a full moon ceremony in October. I'm also developing Goddess Gathering 2026 too. And while I'm so excited, there's that aspect of me that's like, ugh, that's a lot of work. How can I do this? And blah, blah, blah. But this is very clearly saying like, bitch, see yourself. No more resting. You don't need to, you're good. You're good. You're so good. No need to put that pressure on yourself though. Take your time, allow yourself to show up, and trust yourself because remember, you got this. You've done this before. The Actor. I know how to act properly and wisely in this situation. Exactly. Damn. They're like, no need to trip on this shit. You know what you're doing. So this lethargic energy that you might be experiencing, most likely experiencing in September, get out of that shit. Oh my God. The traumatized. This is where We're traumatized, bitch. We were in our feels. We were in our feels. I acknowledge that I have been traumatized, but also that I'm healing. Damn. So I'm just going to speak on some personal shit, Pisces. Like, honestly, your reading is the longest of any zodiac sign, and I'm not mad about it. But whatever we experienced that has us being hesitant to show up again, don't let that win. Don't let that fear win. Don't let those haters win. Don't let that trauma take root in your system. The month of September is offering a lot of beautiful opportunities for us to stand on business and to not put undue pressure on ourselves. We know what we're doing. Remember that. I acknowledge that I have been traumatized, but also that I am healing. Woof. That's a big one. All right, Pisces, I love you so very much. I appreciate you. If you'd like to get a personal reading, you can do that on my website, JessieRetroReadings.com, linked in the description below. You can also check out all of my other offerings, such as my events, Goddess Gathering, and all the other goodies that I offer. You can check that out, link in the description below. And until next time, remember, if they ain't paying your bills, and even if they are, pay them no mind. Check you later.